There's two types of professional services firms. The ones that find out a client's at risk when the client tells them, and the ones that already knew. The difference between them isn't the quality of the work, it's whether they had a system in place that was looking for the signs. Most professional services firms run the client report in the same way. Someone owns it. They pull the data together once a week, write a summary and send it to the director. On the weeks where everything's running smoothly, that process works fine. The report gets done, the director gets the info, and nothing's missed. But that process has a dependency built into it that most firms never examine. It depends on someone having the time to do it. And in a professional services environment where that person's also managing client work, sitting in meetings and handling queries, there'll be weeks where the report's late, weeks where it's incomplete, and weeks where it doesn't happen at all. And those are the weeks that cost you. A deteriorating client relationship doesn't always announce itself. It builds quietly. Utilisation starts to drop as the team's spending less time on that client than they should be. A few tasks go overdue, an invoice goes unpaid, and deliverables get pushed back. Individually, none of those things look like a crisis, but together they are one. If your visibility into that client relies on a manual process that depends on someone having the time to run it, there's a real chance that the weeks those signals appear are exactly the weeks nobody looks. By the time it surfaces in a client review, a difficult conversation, or a contract that doesn't get renewed, it's already too late to change the outcome. Clients don't leave because of one bad week. They leave because nobody saw it coming. So what does the other type of firm look like? The ones that catch these things before they become problems. They're not necessarily bigger, more experienced, or have a more sophisticated client management process. What they have is visibility that doesn't depend on a manual process that relies on someone having the time to look. Their reporting isn't a task someone owns and completes. It's a system that runs, whether or not anyone is available to run it. And that distinction matters more than most firms realise, because when your reporting is a system rather than a task, three things change specifically. The director gets the same quality of information every single week, not on the weeks someone had the time. At-risk clients get flagged automatically based on the data, not based on whether anyone noticed. And the conversation shifts. Instead of spending Monday mornings producing a report, the director's spending Monday mornings acting on one. That's not a marginal efficiency gain. It's a fundamentally different way of managing a client portfolio. I build these systems for professional services firms. The infrastructure behind them isn't complicated, but it needs to be built correctly, and it needs to be built once. Not software subscriptions, not dashboards someone has to remember to check, but automation systems that pull the data in, analyse it, flag what needs attention, and delivers a director level briefing automatically, on a schedule without anyone having to initiate it. The firms that implement this don't spend Monday mornings on client reporting anymore. They spend it on client relationships. That's the shift. And it's available to any firm that's ready to stop treating reporting as a task and start treating it as a system. I'll be showing what one of these systems looks like when built and running live in an up and coming post. Follow if that's useful.